금요일 밤의 힐링 페스티벌 특별한 만남 특별한 무대가 시작됩니다. 라이브 8. 갓세븐 영재 친한친구 금요일 2부 시작했고요. 라이브 8 첫 시간을 채워줄 글로벌 아티스트가 친친에 놀러왔습니다. 인디팝 사운드와 감수성 넘치는 가사로 전 세계가 주목하는 밴드죠. 벨리입니다. 어서오세요. Hi, nice to meet you guys.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Hello.
Hello everyone. What's up? 네, 일단 오늘 통역을 도와줄 이승민 통역가도 함께 오셨어요. 잘 부탁드릴게요.
네, 잘 부탁드립니다.
네, 잘 부탁드릴게요. 네, 우선 벨리 멤버들 한 분씩 저희 친한 친구 청취자들에게 인사 부탁드린다고 말씀 좀 부탁드릴게요.
Can each of you guys maybe introduce yourselves to the listeners out there?
Hello, this is Rob from Valley.
Hi.
Hey, it's Kara from Valley.
It's Mickey from Valley.
Hey, it's Alex from Valley.
감사해요. 네, 일단 한글로 쓰여진 이름표를 하고 계시는데 이거 누가 주신 거예요? 이름표.
We gave you each name tags that have your name written on in Korean. Do you know who gave it to you guys?
Samuel gave it to us, but I don't know where they came from.
I don't know who designed it.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the letters, the shape of the letters?
I love it.
Oh, they're
wear it
beautiful.
every day.
So
I'm here.
beautiful.
I just find it's so much more aesthetic than English.
I know.
Like it looks
English
beautiful.
is such a lame, our alphabet. And I heard you guys have Alphabet Day on Monday, so I'm like,
Alphabet Day's
you
coming up.
deserve a holiday for this.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just stunning. It's like every letter is a piece of art. It's so beautiful.
영어가 보이는 모습보다 훨씬 더 아름다운 것 같다고.
네.
안 그래도 다음 주 월요일이 한글날이라고 들었는데
맞아요.
굉장히 또 의미 깊은 날인 것 같다고 말씀 주셨습니다.
Thank you. 감사해요. Thank you. 네, 혹시 알고 있거나 배우고 온 한국어 있어요?
Do you know any Korean words?
Yeah, we've been slowly learning. I actually grew up with a friend of mine in grade school when I was younger that spoke Korean. So he taught me 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
And then 감사합니다. is thank you.
Okay.
And then what's 사랑디호 or to say I love you.
사랑합니다.
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 네,
we know that as
What was the yobo? To say hello over the phone.
여보세요.
여보세요.
Yeah.
Say hello.
We're slowly learning.
Yeah, we're slowly learning. A few trips back, as we come back more and more, we'll hopefully we'll be in conversation mode.
Okay, thank you.
롭 씨 같은 경우에 이제 느리게 조금씩 배우고 있는데
네.
어린 시절 친구한테서 안녕하세요랑 감사합니다. 그리고 카라 같은 경우에는 사랑한다는 말도 배웠다고 하네요.
감사해요. 되게 많은 걸 그래도 알고 오셨네요. 그것만 알면 된다고 전해주세요. 웬만하면.
So I think you guys have basically learned the most important words of the language. So good job.
Thank you.
It's important.
We've been getting by.
We're getting there, yeah.
We've definitely
잘
got some looks.
버티고 있다고.
네. Thank you. 그리고 이어서 벨리에 대해 소개를 해드리면요. 추억, 청춘, 사랑을 주제로 노래하는 캐나다 출신의 4인조 밴드고요. 특히 Like 999 같은 경우에는 이제 한국의 음악 차트에서도 팝 부문 탑 100에 오르면서 많은 사랑을 받고 있는 밴드예요. 이번이 첫 내한이라고 들었는데 한국에 온 걸 너무너무 환영하고 와보니까 어때요?
Well, it's your first time coming to Korea. Welcome, first of all.
Yep.
And what was your first impression of the city?
Just beautiful. Like I feel like there's so much like color and life and just like architecturally and just like people are so polite and
polite.
are willing
Yeah.
to,
Oh my gosh.
everyone's just like so kind and like willing to help another. And I feel like where we're from, it's like very hustle and bustle, and it's the same thing here. But everyone just there's like a kindness. There's just a lot of color.
There's less
a lot of
entitlement,
like,
which is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
refreshing.
everyone's just so passionate.
yeah, the culture here is kind of like, let me help you.
Yeah.
You know, no strings attached, but I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just so nice to see.
And like every corner you turn, there's just like something beautiful. Everything just like it all feels like a movie set to us, in the most beautiful way. It's been really nice.
롭 같은 경우에는 사실 정말 어딜 가든지 너무나 색깔도 많고 정말 삶의 에너지가 느껴져서 너무 아름다운 도시라고 생각했다고 말을 해줬고요. 뭐 모든 사람들이 굉장히 예의가 바르고 서로 아무런 조건 없이 도와주려는 모습이 너무나 좋고 그게 이제 고향과는 되게 다른 분위기라고 느꼈다고 해줬어요. 그리고 카라 같은 경우에도 모든 분들이 너무나 매너 있게 정말 아무것도 바라지 않고 서로 도와주려는 모습이 너무 인상 깊었다고 말씀 주셨습니다.
그렇게 말해주셔서 너무 감사해요. Thank you everyone. Thank you. 그리고 이제 왔으니까 한국 오기 전에 혹시 뭐 해보고 싶었던 거나 먹고 싶었던 거 있나요? 혹시 한국의 음식, 뭐 문화 관련해서?
I mean, it hasn't been long since you guys have been in Korea, but was there anything that you wanted to try eating or doing while you were in Korea?
We haven't done
Korean barbecue yet. So we walked around some markets and like gotten some like street food, but we're really excited to sit down. Actually, tonight after this interview, we're gonna go try some Korean barbecue. I mean, we cannot leave Korea and not have Korean barbecue. So
We've had
we're very
kimchi.
excited.
김치.
Which we eat at home. I love
kimchi at
kimchi,
home.
but yeah, definitely Korean barbecue.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah.
우선 아직 삼겹살을 이제 고기 굽는 코리안 바베큐를 못 먹어봤다고 해요.
네.
그래서 사실 오늘 이 방송이 끝나고 나서 또 나가서 그런 고기를 구워 먹기로 했다고 하거든요.
네.
그리고 미키 같은 경우에는 김치는 먹어봤다고. 근데
오.
김치 같은 경우에는 원래 이제 집에서도 많이 먹는다고 합니다.
그럼 김치로 관련된 김치전 이런 거 먹어본 적 있냐고. 나중에 한번 시도해 보시라고 뭐 얘기해 주실 수 있을까요?
He just wanted to say maybe you should try out the kimchi pizza or kimchi pancake if you have the
Oh,
chance.
kimchi
yes,
pancake?
please.
Yeah.
진짜
Okay.
맛있어. Is it
Oh,
good?
you're
See, you can
making
put
me
it on
hungry.
anything.
Yeah,
Delicious.
we're getting hungry
It's like
now.
it's like Frank's.
Oh boy.
점점 배가 고파진다고.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like,
Oh, we love it.
네. 일단 근데 며칠 안 됐지만 한국 와서는 뭐 하고 지내셨어요? 다른 분들?
So it's only been a few days since you've come to Korea. What have you guys been up to recently?
Oh my gosh. We've done so much. I feel like every day we've like planned something. Today we went to, I mean, the first day we arrived, we like tried to avoid jet lag. So we just walked around different markets and stuff like that. Today we went to a palace. I don't remember which one it was. It was maybe Becca would.
Big
I don't.
one.
I could probably tell
It
you.
was Alex went. He has a
Oh.
photo.
We
probably of the
really just did
location.
a lot of touristy stuff
Yeah,
because
just kind of
I feel like
get
the
familiar
first
with the
time you go
history.
anywhere, you kind of
The
like
Royal King Palace.
you're like burning
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, we've been to 3 markets. That
We went to
huge
the
mall.
tower.
Yeah.
The tower. We did
Went
the
to
tower.
Yeah, what's the tower called? Is the
Where?
남산.
남산
big
타워?
tower.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to
Yes.
We kind of did a lot of the
Yeah.
first time tourist stuff, but
And
it's
the
just been
palace.
beautiful walking around and like doing a little bit of shopping. It's just like everything is just so different for us and beautiful. So yeah, every day it's kind of been like kind of just see something and be like, okay, let's go to that.
And we weirdly go into the 7-Elevens like way too much just because there's so many different
I know
snacks
there's so
here,
many
like,
different snacks. I'm
snack
going
kiosk.
home.
any chance we get, we go into the
Oh, it's
7-Eleven, which like
amazing.
we have them at home, but they're so different.
Yeah, the
Wonderful.
snacks are so. I'm literally buying a new suitcase just to bring home snacks because it's like
Yeah.
so many different chips and chocolate and candy and like it's all like versions of things we have here, but like so much
Yeah.
better in my
Yeah.
opinion. It's so good.
굉장히 매일 굉장히 흥미로운 여러 가지 일들을 하고 있는데 우선 첫날 같은 경우에는 시차를 좀 극복하고자 시장이랑 이런 것들을 돌아다녔다고 로비 말을 해줬고 미키가 이제 총 시장은 거의 3군데나 돌아다녔대요. 그리고 뭐 남산타워라든지 굉장히 조금 처음으로 어떤 곳에 왔을 때 할 만한 굉장히 좀 관광객 같은 것들을 코스를 다 이제 돌아다니고 있다고 하고요. 카라가 말하기로는 이제 간식들이 너무 재밌는 맛있는 간식들이 많아서 집에 편의점들이 다 있음에도 불구하고
네.
편의점이 이제 길거리에서 보이는 대로 다 들어가 봐서
네.
롭은 또 간식만을 위한 짐가방을 새로 샀을 정도로 굉장히 편의점을 자주 가고 있다고 합니다.
아무래도 새로운 게 많을 거예요. 뭔가 거기 있던 곳과는 다르게.
There's definitely going to be a lot of new snacks, a lot of new things that you can try out while you're staying in Korea.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Hope you're enjoying,
Everything's
guys.
amazing.
네. 그리고 혹시 저에 대해서도 알고 계신가요? 저는 갓세븐이라는 그룹의 멤버인데 혹시 여러분들 아시나요?
So, do you know about? Are you familiar with Youngjae? He's from GOT7.
Yeah, we actually
Yes.
listened to Just Right on the
Yeah.
car ride here and
And Hard Carry?
Hard Carry, yeah. It's amazing. Really,
Yeah,
really cool.
really good. We were vibing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
we're officially fans.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love
of
God7.
Thank you. So I'm so shy. Thank you.
We should we should be interviewing you.
Yeah.
It's true.
감사합니다. 통역 한 번만 해주세요.
네.
들으시는 분들은.
굉장히 이제 오는 길에 안 그래도 갓세븐의 하드캐리 음악도 듣고 있었는데 이미 자신들은 또 영재 씨의 팬이고 사실 지금 벨리가 이렇게 인터뷰를 하고 있어야 되지 않나 그렇게 말씀을 해주셨어요.
아니요, 아닙니다. No, it's okay. 네. 그리고 이제 돌아와가지고 많은 팬들이 벨리의 내한을 환영하고 있는데 드디어 내일 10월 8일에 공연이 있어요. Slow Life, Slow Live 뮤직 페스티벌 무대에 오를 텐데 심정이 어떠신가요, 여러분들?
So many fans are excited to see you finally in Korea, and you'll be going on stage tomorrow, October 8th, at the Slow Life,
sir.
Slow Live Music Festival. How do you feel? Like, are you nervous or anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not nervous at all, oddly. I feel like this has been such a long time coming for us, so it's really just like excitement. Which I feel like we're at a point at a band now where it's like we don't get as nervous as we do excited. And that combined with just like being in a place that we've always dreamed of coming to, but we didn't think it was possible. And now that we're here, it's very surreal. And we've for years have gotten messages from fans in Korea saying, when are you going to come? When are you going to come to Korea? And just to like finally be here and like see them in real life, I think is going to make us very emotional. There might be tears
I'm a
shed on
little,
stage.
I
Yeah.
hope it lives up.
Yeah, I know. I hope
in a
they
way,
love the show.
I hope that we don't
Yeah.
disappoint.
No, we're really excited. This is, yeah. If you told any of us when we were like little kids, like 5-6 years old, that we'd be in Korea playing a show and spending the week here because of like songs we wrote in our parents' house, like as kids, like we would be like, you're lying. That's not real. So it's really just a pinch me moment the whole time.
우선 롭 같은 경우에는 전혀 긴장되거나 하진 않고 사실 되게 기대하고 기다리던 일이어서 지금 이 시점에서는 굉장히 좀 신나고 기대만 많이 된다고 하고요. 몇 년 동안 사실 몇 년 전부터 되게 많은 팬들이 한국에 와달라, 내한해달라라는 메시지를 되게 많이 받았는데 지금에서야 이제 드디어 또 이런 무대를 실현할 수 있어서 굉장히 기쁘다고 했어요. 그리고 카라 같은 경우에는 그렇게 팬들이 많이 기다려 와준 만큼 실망하진 않았으면 좋겠다 그런 말을 하더라고요. 그다음에 롭 같은 경우에는 어렸을 때부터 이제 뭔가 같이 모여서 만들어왔던 음악들이 드디어 이렇게 지구 반대편 한국이란 나라에서 공연을 할 수 있게 된다고 한다면 어렸을 때는 전혀 믿지 못했을 텐데 이렇게 되는 게 굉장히 좀 실감도 안 나고 거의 꿈만 같다고 합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 땡큐. 그리고 또 이제 한국 팬들 떼창에 대한 이야기 혹시 들어보셨는지 여쭤봐 줄 수 있을까요?
Korean fans are very well known to sing along to all the songs they really like. Are you familiar with this concept of fans singing along?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like for this, like I'm expecting Saturday to be nuts for us because I feel like, especially because that's kind of just part of the deal here. But yeah, we're very excited to hear people sing back like 1999. I think, especially because we know how big the song has gotten here. We're just like, yeah, it's those like, it's not nervous, it's just excitement to hear it because back at home, we get that a lot, but to be so far away from home, like 14 hours, like across the ocean, literally the other side of the world, it's gonna be, like I said, I think tears might be shed on stage.
It's crazy because I mean, like we do that for our favorite artists as well. We sing along to all of our favorite songs, and to have that happen to us feels very surreal.
Thank you.
우선 롭 같은 경우에 이제 떼창이라는 개념을 알고는 있고 그래서 토요일이 이제 더더욱 기대가 된다고 해요. 사실 특히 뭐 한국에서 인기가 많았던 Like 1999 같은 곡은 팬들이 훨씬 더 이제 반응을 많이 해줄 거라고 예상을 하고 있어서 굉장히 또 긴장보다는 또 한번 신난다고 말을 해줬고 사실 정말 바다 건너서 집이랑 14시간 가까운 이제 비행 거리에 있는 곳에서 이런 경험을 할 수 있다는 것도 너무 기분이 좋고 어쩌면 무대에서 눈물을 흘릴지도 모른다고 얘기를 해줬고요. 알렉스 같은 경우에는 사실 우리도 좋아하는 가수를 보면 그 노래를 굉장히 또 따라 부르고 그래 왔는데 우리의 팬들이 우리의 음악을 따라 불러주는 모습을 보면 그것도 되게 색다르고 남다를 것 같다고 얘기를 해줬어요.
네, 아마 그때 가시고 보면 진짜 다 따라 부를 거니까 기대 많이 하고 가셔도 좋을 것 같다고.
So Yeonjae was just saying that you guys can really sort of expect fans to sing along with their songs and you know have high hopes for the stage.
Great.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
very excited.
네.
Hearing that makes me very very happy.
Yes. So 한국의 라디오 프로그램도 이제 첫 방문이실 텐데 지금 여기 와보는 건 어때요, 여러분들?
So this is actually your first time on a Korean radio show. How does it feel?
It's crazy.
It's
So cool.
honestly really
cool.
cool. And we just like have no expectations ever because imagine, you know, being this far from home and just the culture is different, the way things are done are different, like, and it's so exciting for us and we're just really blown away. Like it's kind of crazy for us, but
It's one big dream.
I like zoned out for a moment. Like I feel like I'm like watching like a show of us in the show on a radio show.
It's
you know
very
what I mean?
meta right now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit outside of my body right now. you
Yeah.
know, floating.
우선적으로 모두가 굉장히 너무 신기한 경험이라고 하고 카라 같은 경우에는 다시 한번 이렇게 멀리까지 와서 또 문화와 방식이 다 다른 곳에서 라디오 쇼를 또 이렇게 하고 있다는 게 정말 신나는 일이라고 말을 해줬고 미키 같은 경우에는 우선 처음에 왔을 때 잠깐 멍을 때렸다고 해요. 너무 이제 신기해서 그래서 지금도 뭔가 본인들이 라디오를 하고 있는 모습을 겉에서 또 지켜보는 약간 유체이탈적인 경험인 것 같다고 말을 해줬어요.
감사해요. 그리고 또 오늘 저희 방송 시간 늦을까봐 지하철과 택시 타고 방송국 오셨다고 하던데 한국 대중교통 어땠나요?
So we heard that you didn't want to be late for the show, so you came here using the public transport of Korea,
Yes.
subway and taxi.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about the public transport system in the city?
It's incredible.
amazing.
It's so clean.
It's honestly stunning. Here, there's such a again kindness and let me help you and it's I don't know, it's just very clean and
Organized.
and organized and you guys just have it figured out always one step more than us and you can really tell it and the technology it's just all it's all just
You get
stunning.
cell service on the trains.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
great.
you have cell service, which is
Yeah, you have cell service on the trains, which is so
That's
safe.
a new concept.
Because
Yeah.
for us at home, you go on the metro and you're on a phone call or
like-
you have to text that you're going to be late or something. It's like you have no service.
Oh, talk to you later.
It's kind of unsafe.
Yeah.
But here,
we have two lines.
yeah,
Two lines. You guys have like
yeah,
how
it's
many?
unbelievable.
But
Looked like a
also,
spider web.
we had a very interesting experience because
Rush hour is a different story.
That is like it would never be that busy on the subway.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe
I was
once
hugging
in a
like
while.
7
And we were on
But
with
that
our
was
guitars.
Crazy.
So we're
having to push your way
oh,
out
it's nuts.
Yeah.
of the tube.
I think it's amazing that many people take public transport. It's really, really great.
But people are
I mean, I
still
get why.
respectful. It's
the
not like people are pushing each other. Like people are butting their way in, but it's like
You have to
like-
be assertive
and
to
it's
get
so
off the train.
silent,
You just
too.
have to push
Yeah.
your way
I
out.
like the silence because it's especially coming home from a long day of work or something. It's really nice to just get on and just be quiet and have your headphones in. It's like a whole different.
We could write a book about
Yeah,
the
we could write a
transit
book.
system.
Yeah.
In short,
Yeah.
Long story short.
we've
We
been
like it.
talking about it for like 3 days now.
Sorry.
She's trying to translate all this.
한국 문화 중에 이거
hyperspeed.
제일 좋아하는 것 같다고.
We talk about it all the time. Like since we've been here, we've talked about your transit system. So
Subway
much.
systems.
The best. Anyway.
By
Youngjae
Valley.
just said that he thinks maybe public transport might be your favorite thing in Korea.
I think you're right.
I think.
Hey.
I would say so.
Okay.
우선 전반적으로 너무 좋고 특히 너무 깨끗해서 정말 놀랐다고 하고요. 여기는 정말 친절하고 서로 정말 도와주려고 하고 훨씬 더 정리정돈되어 있는 느낌이 있어서 너무 좋았다고 해요. 그리고 알렉스 같은 경우에는 특히 이제 그 캐나다에 없는 핸드폰 신호가 있어서 너무 안전하고 정말 편리하다고 하더라고요. 그리고 카라는 지하철에 사실 고향 같은 경우에는 2가지 노선밖에 없는데 여기는 또 굉장히 다양한 노선이 있어서 그것도 너무 신기하고 정말 특이했던 거는 러시아어에 또 타서 왔기 때문에 이렇게 많은 사람들이 또 이렇게 조용하게 또 이동할 수 있다는 것이 굉장히 어떻게 보면 평온한 것 같기도 하다고 말을 해줬습니다.
감사합니다. 고생하셨습니다. 네, 이렇게 지하철 타고 힘들게 오신 만큼 후회 없이 즐기고 가시고요. 그럼 벨리의 첫 라이브부터 청해 볼 건데 어떤 곡 들려주실 건가요?
We hope you really enjoy your time here with us, and we would just like to ask, what is your first song that you're going to perform for us tonight live?
Oh, we're going to play our new single that we just dropped a week ago. It's called The Problem Song. And it's coming, it's off our next record, which we are putting out next year.
우선 오늘 처음으로 들려드릴 곡 같은 경우 최근 이제 거의 일주일 전에 바로 나왔던 새로운 싱글 The Problem Song이라는 곡을 해드릴 예정이고 이 곡 같은 경우에는 내년에 발매 예정인 앨범에도 수록될 예정이라고 합니다.
네. 지난 9월 29일에 이제 발표한 벨리의 신곡인데요. 내한 일주일 전에 신곡을 발표해서 한국 팬들을 더 설레게 했던 노래인데 오늘은 어쿠스틱 버전으로 준비를 했다고요. 기대가 되는데 멤버들 무대로 나가서 라이브 준비해 주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Would you guys like to go on
Amazing.
stage now?
Yes, thank you.
네, 친친 가족들은 이제 노래 들으면서 감상평 보내주시고요. 몇 분 뽑아서 선물도 챙겨드릴게요. 문자 번호는 샵 8000번 8000번, 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 포토 문자는 100원, 스마트 라디오 미니는 무료입니다. 저희는 벨리가 들려줄 노래 The Problem Song의 내용이 이제 오래된 연인과 다투기도 하고 바닥을 치며 문제가 있지만 우린 고쳐나갈 수 있다는 걸 확신한다 라는 내용의 곡이라고 합니다. 그러니까 다시 시작해보자 뭐 이런 내용이라고 해요. 네, 준비되셨죠? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the song. Go!
I am not my name, I am not my job, I am not my fate, I am not my lover, but I love her. I am not okay, smiling through the pain, life's a give and take, but we love like no other. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, we got problems, yeah, we need fixing. I know it's been a long road, and you're running out of patience. I put paper and pen and therapy said maybe we can start again. Yeah, we got problems, baby, but I know we can fix them. Oh. So what, we've got our problems, and sometimes we hit rock bottom till we cuss and cry and cuddle. It ain't perfect, but I love it. Yeah, cause when I fall, you lift me up. Glass half empty, fill me up. You can't feel high if you ain't been low. So I need to know, let you know that what? Yeah, we got problems. Yeah, we need fixing. I know it's been a long road, and you're running out of patience. I put paper to pen and therapy said maybe we can start again. Yeah, we got problems, baby, but I know we can fix them. What? Yeah, we got problems. Yeah, we got problems. Yeah, we got some problems, baby. Cause yeah, we got some problems. Baby, we're surviving. I know it's been a long road, and you're running out of pavement. And baby, I put paper to pen. Therapy said got some problems, baby, but I know we can fix them. What? Here we got problems. Here we got problems. Here we got problems.
Thank you. 네, 벨리의 더 프로블럼 송 듣고 왔는데요. 어쿠스틱 버전으로 듣고 왔어요. 진짜 아유 너무 좋다. 완전 뭔가 약간 말로 설명하자면 되게 어려운 것 같은데 되게 시원한 바람 부는 들판에서 이렇게 편하게 듣고 맥주랑 같이 이렇게 마시면서 들으면 되게 좋을 것 같다고 부탁드릴게요.
Well, Youngja just fell absolutely in love with your performance just now.
Thank you so much.
And he was saying how it feels like you're holding your can of beer and sort of walking on a really big field with the breeze coming by.
Whoa.
I
That's
love
how he
it.
felt like when he
I
was
love
listening
it.
to your music.
That's
I
perfect.
love that.
It's good. You guys vocal is good. Voice is good.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
와.
감사합니다.
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 Thank you. 그리고 또 이제 청취자 벨리 러버님이 우연히 듣게 된 벨리 음악에 푹 빠져서 이번 신곡도 나오자마자 들어보고 영어 가사도 해석하며 들었어요. 저도 5년 만난 남자친구가 있는데 공감되는 가사였어요. 덕분에 영어 공부도 하고 고마워요 벨리라고 하셨네요.
So this is one comment from one of our listeners. That's called Valley Lover. Her
Love
ID
that.
is Valley Lover.
Yeah.
And she says, I completely fell in love with Valley's music after coming across it coincidentally. I listened to her new song right after it was released and even translated the English lyrics to understand what the song was about. And since I also have a boyfriend of 5 years, I could really connect with the lyrics as well. Your music is also so helpful for my English, and
Wow.
I just wanted to really thank you, Valley.
Wow,
Oh my
thank
God.
you, Valley Lover. That's so
I
sweet.
love that.
That's amazing.
That just made my day. Thank you so much.
방금 너무 이제 덕분에 자기 하루가 너무 좋아졌다고, 기분 좋아졌다고.
감사합니다. 네, 저희는 이쯤에서 광고 듣고 다시 돌아오도록 할게요. 가세요 영재 친한 친구 광고 듣고 왔고요. 오늘은 글로벌 친친 추억을 노래하는 캐나다 4인조 밴드 벨리와 함께하고 있어요. 벨리 여러분 어떠신가요? 즐기고 계신 거죠?
Are you
Are you
enjoying your
enjoying?
time here?
So much. Yeah,
So much.
thank you.
Thank you. 네, 3부에는 이제 벨리의 노래방 라이브도 들을 수 있으니까 기대해 주시고요. 저희는 벨리의 템포 듣고 올 텐데 어떤 곡인지 소개 좀 해주시겠어요?
We're just about to listen to your song Tempo. Can you introduce the song for us?
Yeah. Just introduce her. Or do you want me to talk about it?
Maybe like a short intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, this is Rob from Valley, and you're about to hear Tempo. This is a song that we wrote over the pandemic, actually over Zoom with our friend. And we just wanted to write a dance song, something very upbeat and something very just with like a simple groove. And yeah, just a song that doesn't take itself too seriously. But it's called Tempo.
팬데믹 기간 동안 사실 화상으로 친구와 얘기를 하면서 작업하면서 완성했던 곡이라고 하고요. 너무 무겁지 않으면서 좀 그야말로 신나고 좀 가벼운 템포의 곡을 만들고 싶어서 만든 곡이라고 합니다.
네, 그러면 벨리의 템포 듣고 3부로 돌아올게요. 네, 가슴의 영재 친한 친구 금요일 3부 시작됐고요. 오늘은 밝은 에너지와 사랑스러운 멜로디로 향수를 자극하는 글로벌 밴드 캐나다에서 온 벨리와 라이브 에잇 함께하고 있어요. 지금부터는 이제 벨리의 대표곡이죠. Like 1999 얘기를 해볼게요. 이 노래가 이제 한국의 음원 사이트에서 팝 차트 100위권에 진입했다는 소식 들었을 때 여러분들 혹시 어떠셨나요?
We'd like to now talk about one of your best known songs, Like 1999. And we know that this song entered the top 100 pop chart in Korea's music platform website.
Wow.
How did you feel when you heard about this? And did you know about this news?
I don't know if I knew.
I think in the heat of it, we were getting, like, when it was first kind of getting really popular and viral and having its moment,
I didn't know
we were
Pop
getting
100.
we were getting like all these facts about the song kind of thrown at us, and I think I do remember hearing that was one of it, and that was one of the first things of like Korea is like really latching onto this song. But yeah, it's wild. It's just like we made that song in a cabin, you know, just the four of us, and or no, there were two other people on Zoom, but it was just like it's such an isolated thing, you know, making music, and then to have people across the world then listen to it, it's just like super. It's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it
There's
happened.
no explanation for it.
And it was a big accident too, which is the other kind of thing that you need to be like super grateful for.
Yeah. It was fully accidental.
Okay.
Happy accident.
미키 같은 경우에는 이제 곡이 바이럴 되면서 좀 인기를 얻고 그랬던 시점에서 너무 많은 소식을 한꺼번에 듣긴 했는데 그 중에서 이 곡이 특히 한국에서 굉장히 인기가 많다는 소식도 들었던 것 같아요. 근데 사실 이 곡 자체가 정말 오두막에서 이제 밴드 멤버 4명이랑 2명은 또 화상으로 참여하면서 되게 이렇게 딱 본인들만 모여서 만들었던 곡이기 때문에 이 곡이 이렇게 큰 인기를 얻을 수 있다는 게 굉장히 너무 행복한 우연이자 뭐 사고 이렇다고 말을 해줬어요.
그리고 근데 이 노래가 만들어진 스토리가 되게 재밌다고 하는데 원래는 후렴구만 틱땡 플랫폼에 이제 공개를 했다고 하는데 어떤 사연이에요 이게?
So we know that there's an interesting story to how this song came about, and we know that you first released the chorus of the song through platform.
Yeah.
And would you like to maybe tell us more about the story behind the song?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the middle of the pandemic, so we were like, we had two choices. It's like either we wait things out or we go make music or try to find a way to make music safely. So we just like went away to this like cabin in the woods, kind of like middle of nowhere, lots of snow on the ground. And we just like put on a fire and like tried to write music for like a week. And this was one of these ideas that just came out kind of very randomly. We were first writing another song that wasn't necessarily very good, but we basically set a timer. We were like, okay, let's set a timer for 30 minutes and see if we can write even a chorus. And then within that 30 minutes, we wrote, you know, if you want to come over. And then it had different lyrics. It's like, da-da-da. We kind of had the melody. And then from there, just like one thing after the other. And then our friend just recorded the little chorus and put it up online. And as they say, the rest is
Didn't even
history.
tell us.
Yeah, he didn't even tell us too. He just put it up as like, I'm here to film and do things. So he just put it up, and then, you know, the rest is history. So again, we were talking about it today. It's just like you can never predict this kind of stuff, and like the more you try to predict it, the more it won't happen. It's just sometimes just the universe just like hands you one, and you gotta run with it. So.
우선 로비 말하기를 이 곡 같은 경우에는 팬데믹 기간에 좀 고민이 됐다고 해요. 이거를 그냥 팬데믹이기 때문에 그냥 가만히 있어야 될지 아니면 좀 어딘가 고립된 곳으로 가서 안전하게 음악 작업을 해볼까. 그래서 이 벨리 같은 경우에는 좀 이렇게 딱 혼자 고립되어 있는 오두막을 가서 막 바닥에는 눈이 쌓여 있고 정말 모닥불을 피워서 이제 같이 모여서 작업을 했다고 하는데 원래는 이제 다른 곡을 조금 덜 괜찮았던 곡을 작업을 하다가 이제 새롭게 30분 타이머를 설정을 해놓고 각자 한번 곡을 빨리 만들어 보자 해서 먼저 가사 없이 그 Like 1999의 멜로디가 나왔다고 하고요. 그래서 거기 다양한 가사를 좀 붙여서 작업을 하다가 굉장히 좀 자유롭게 친구들이랑 노는 분위기로 그렇게 했는데 이제 그 친구 중에 한 명이었던 크리스라는 친구가 사실 벨리 멤버들한테 말도 안 하고 그 거기에 올렸다고 합니다. 근데 그게 이제 예상치 못하게 정말 크게 인기를 얻게 되면서 본인들도 정말 예상하지 못한 인기를 또 이렇게 경험했다고 합니다.
그리고 또 보면 한국 K-팝 가수 중에서도 엑소의 DOC 그리고 데이식스 원필씨가 벨리의 노래를 추천해서 화제가 된 적이 있었어요. 이 이야기는 들으셨었나요?
So even amongst K-pop artists, for example, Dio from EXO and One Pill from Day6, they also recommended your songs. Did you hear about this?
Yes. Yeah, and I think, it's so nuts. Like, we've had so many fans message us being like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And yeah, it's nuts. And knowing how big of an impact they have here musically and culturally, it's like, it's just so cool to us. Like, it's to us it's just like whoa, like the fact that they support it and they play it and they're like there's a genuine love for our music. It's just like two separate worlds coming together over music, which is just like the best thing in the world. So yeah, we're very flattered. Like we're huge fans. So it's cool. But it's cool.
롭 같은 경우에는 이제 처음 그 소식을 팬들을 통해서 들었다고 생각해요. 그 일이 있으면서 너무 많은 팬들이 연락이 와서 이거 봤냐 이러면서 연락이 왔다고 하는데 사실 그 아티스트 분들의 영향력이 여기서 얼마나 크고 중요한지 알고 있기 때문에 또 이제 그분들이 진심으로 본인들의 음악을 좋아해주고 또 축하해주는 게 너무 감사했다고 말을 했고요. 그다음에 사실 이런 현상 자체도 아예 다른 두 세상의 아티스트가 같이 이렇게 또 알게 되고 교류하게 되는 기회라고 생각했다고 하네요.
그러면 혹시 이분들 제외하고 K-pop 가수 중에 아는 가수나 좋아하는 노래가 원래 있었나요?
So, do you guys happen to know any other K-pop artists, or do you have a favorite song?
Yeah.
17.
17.
17 also, one of the members.
Yeah, one of the members likes Valley,
99 as well.
and Champagne too.
Yeah.
One of our.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. And
There's
then
so many.
TXT is great.
TXT.
Yeah,
there's
I
so
mean,
many.
BTS and Blackpink.
Blackpink,
of course.
yeah.
Like,
다 아네. yeah.
She's surprised that you know so many artists.
Oh,
yeah.
artists.
well, we're big fans. We're
It's.
big fans.
I mean, it's had such an impact in America too. It's been really lovely to see. It's kind of like the new from I would never compare it to the Beatles Invasion, but it feels like it has the same kind of essence where it's just like it's come into our world, and like I think America is like taking it with open arms, and it's just so cool to see. And like there's so many like now American pop artists like collaborating, and just like how the worlds have crossed with like fashion, because like the thing with K-pop, it's like it carries. So it's such a lifestyle more than like just music. It's the music videos, it's the fashion, it's the culture, it's like the way they interact with fans. It's so much more than just like and the shows and the takeovers and the merchandise and the food. It's like everything. So it's the first time I think in a long time where America has like gotten this like culture shock and it's become this like literal lifestyle. Like if you enter into it and it becomes part of your life, and I think that's really cool, and we haven't like witnessed that in a long time. So it's really special.
우선 세븐틴 멤버 중에 한 분도 벨리 음악을 좋아하는 걸로 알고 있고 뭐 그 외에도 이제 뭐 텍스트라든지 뭐 BTS, 블랙핑크, 그다음에 되게 다양한 K-팝 아티스트들을 다 인지하고 알고 있다고 했고요. 그다음에 사실 K-팝이라는 것 자체가 비틀즈가 굉장히 인기를 얻었었던 거와는 또 다른 느낌이긴 하지만 결국에 본질적으로는 K-팝이 가지고 있는 그런 뭐 라이프스타일이라든지 그런 뮤직비디오, 뭐 음악, 문화, 팬들, 공연, 머챈다이즈 이런 모든 것들이 합쳐진 그 K-팝 라이프스타일 자체가 미국에서 굉장히 영향력이 커지고 있고 미국 사람들도 굉장히 그거를 또 환영해서 받아들이고 있는 현상이 너무 좋다고 말을 해줬어요.
네, 말씀 너무 감사해요. 땡큐. 그러면 이제 한국 팬들의 사랑을 받은 Like 1999는 이제 잠시 후에 청해볼 테니까 기대 많이 해주시고요. 우선 저희는 광고 듣고 돌아올게요. 광고 듣고 왔고요. 라이브 에잇 오늘은 밴드 벨리와 함께하고 있어요. 자, 이제 Like 1999는 이제 라이브로 들려주실 텐데 오늘은 특별히 노래방 라이브를 해보려고 해요. 멤버들은 혹시 캐나다에서 노래방 가본 적 있어요?
Now we're about to listen to Like 1999 live on the karaoke live session.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a karaoke in Canada?
Yeah.
Really?
A few times, but it's like I think it's not as like we don't have like I mean we have karaoke bars, but it's not as like prominent as it is here. I feel like karaoke is like another level here. Like growing up, we'd get like karaoke machines and like sing like Beyonce songs and stuff. Like it was a thing. But this is the first time. Hey, first time we're doing karaoke in Korea. So big deal for us. We're a little nervous. Hopefully we don't sound too bad.
Hopefully we can remember.
Hopefully we
the
know how to
lyrics.
sing our own song.
You know what the point of karaoke is to be a
Hopefully
little
we get a good
tipsy
score.
and have a good
This
time.
kind of
and
feels
party.
like if like a guitar player played Guitar Hero, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like, are you gonna be amazing or are you gonna suck? I don't know. It's like
Yeah, thank you.
우선 롭은 캐나다에서 이제 다들 몇 번 가봤다고 하고, 근데 캐나다 같은 경우에 노래방이 있긴 하지만 한국처럼 이렇게 많이 없기 때문에 뭐 어렸을 때 노래방 기계를 하나 들여놔서 비욘세 노래를 또 따라 부르다든지 그런 식으로는 해봤는데 이렇게 본격적으로 한 거는 처음이라고 하고, 뭐 더 의미 있는 이유는 한국에서 하는 첫 번째 노래방 경험이라고 합니다. 그래서 그게 굉장히 또 기대가 된다고 하거든요.
네.
카라 같은 경우는 또 점수 때문에 조금 긴장이 되긴 하는데
It's okay. 네.
미키는 또 사실 뭐 노래방이라는 게 그냥 기분 좋게 신나게 캐주얼하게 하는 거니까 또 다들 어쨌든 기대를 하고 있다고 하네요.
네, 그럼 무대로 나가서 바로 준비해 주면 좋을 것 같아요.
Are you
네,
guys,
yes, sir.
you guys gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah,
ready for
yeah,
the
we're
game?
excited. Let's
Yeah.
go.
가라오케 스테이지. 오케이.
I know.
어쩜 이제 벨리에게도 두 번 다시는 이제 없을 특별할 경험이 되지 않을까 싶은데 되게 그래도 신나하시는 것 같아서 보기 좋네요.
Karaoke.
가라오케. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
오케이. 그럼 노래 주세요.
How am I nervous singing a song?
1, 2, 3.
Woke up, it's 2021. I wanna get a text, but I never wanna text back. Man, I'm 2020 done. Another paycheck, and I blew it, but I'm still sad. We talk all of the time, but it still feels like I'm just a voice on the line. Alright,
Yeah.
if you wanna come over, watch friends and then get high. Yeah. Use my phone as a coaster. We'll travel back in time. Lights on the ceiling, more than a feeling. If you wanna come over, act like it's 1999.
2, 3, 4.
Woke up, had a dream about you. We were parked in a Pontiac, making out no internet. 10 things I hate about you.
Honestly, nothing.
That's right. We talk all of the time, and I love it. So what are you doing tonight? If you wanna come over, watch friends and then get high. Use my phone as a coaster. We'll travel back in time. Lights on the ceiling, more than a feeling. If you wanna come over, act like it's 1999. 999. Do you mind if I'm nostalgic? Let's go back before 2000. Before love was so distracted. I wish the words became it happen. We would stay forever classic. You and I would both be trapped in 1999. Alright.
Am I like religiously
okay.
looking at the lyrics?
We talk all of the time, and I love it. So what are you doing tonight? If you wanna come over, watch friends and then get high. Use my phone as a coaster. We'll travel back in time. Lights on the ceiling, more than a feeling. If you wanna come over, act like it's 1999. If you wanna come over, act like it's 1999.
오케이.
score?
와!
98!
98!
Come on.
Congratulations.
Like
It would
90.
have been epic if it was
Act
like
like we
that would have
got
been
like 98, you Michael in Chicago.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
It was about tempo.
We got it. Yeah.
네. 일단 98점이
Like
나왔고요.
really following the lyrics as
I
I was
know.
like, as if I like would forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go back
okay?
here?
Okay, okay.
You guys want
Come back.
that?
네, 일단 노래방 라이브로 들으니까 좀 더 다른 느낌이긴 한데 더 좋았어요. 오히려 뭔가 같이 즐겨주셔서 저도 재밌게 즐겼고.
Since
네.
it was in the karaoke machine, the vibe was a bit different, but it was
Yeah.
equally
Oh.
really fun for everyone.
It's
Okay,
like a
I'm glad.
festival.
Thank you.
네, 멤버들 노래방 98점 만족하시나요? 어땠어요?
Are you guys happy with your score, 98?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
my
a very
my
lovely
OCD
score.
needs it to be 99, but yeah, 98 is fine.
It's cool?
No, we'll take
98.
98.
Yes.
Yes.
take
We'll
it.
take 90.
That's the highest score
take it.
grade I've ever gotten in my life.
That's why we dropped out of school.
Yeah.
너무
Perfect.
웃기네요.
Don't drop out of school.
카라는 이제 본인 성격으로는 조금 더 높았으면 막 99점이나
99점.
그랬으면 좋겠다고는 했는데 뭐 롭 같은 경우에 경우에는 사실 평생 받아본 점수 중에서 제일 높은 점수인 것 같아서
Yes, sir.
기분이 좋다고 합니다.
아, 좋아요. 좋으면 됐지. 네. 벨리 멤버들이 한국 노래방은 이제 처음이라 뭐 평소 무대와는 다르게 네 분이 다 같이 편하게 즐겨봐 주셔서 뭔가 저는 오히려 다들 편하게 보셨을 것 같아요. 이거를 보시는 분들도 예, 여러분들 너무 진심으로 감사하고 청취자 가스펠님이 Like 9999 처음 들었을 때 멜로디에 꽂히고 가사가 너무 아름다워서 좋았어요. 노래 듣고 있으면 아무 생각 없이 뛰어놀았던 어린 시절이 생각나기도 해서 그립기도 해요. 참 매력적인 노래입니다. 좋은 노래 들려줘서 고마워요. 라고 하셨어요.
And at this point, we would just like to share another comment from one of our listeners, ID Gospel. So when Gospel first heard the song Like 1999, Gospel was really, she really felt the melody and the lyrics because they are so beautiful. And when listening to the song, it reminds Gospel about her childhood. And she misses her childhood because of the song as well. And she just wants to thank Valley for making such good music.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
We
for
love you.
listening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
That's so
so sweet.
sweet.
음악 들어주셔서 너무 감사하다고 하네요.
네, 그리고 벨리의 이야기를 조금 더 해보면 원래는 완전 다른 두 팀으로 이제 각각 활동을 하다가 벨리를 결성하게 됐다고 하던데 어떤 얘기죠?
So, if we were to go back to when you guys first formed the band, we know that you guys used to be two different bands and then you came into one with Valley. Could you tell us maybe a bit more about how you guys came together?
Yeah, like, so myself, Kara, and Mickey were in a band, and we had just had like a duo kind of thing out of high school. And then Rob and Alex were also in a band that was kind of dissolving after high school because some of the members were going off to university and whatever. So we accidentally were both double booked at this local studio that we would go to. And the engineer was kind of like, oh, like, sorry, I, double booked you guys or whatever. And he was like, but you should meet these two boys, Rob and Alex. And we're like, okay, like, we'll meet them. And we ended up really getting along and clicking. So I think it was like that week we started making music together and just like immediately kind of formed the band. We weren't Valley until like a year later, but we were making music together and we knew we were going to be in a band, and we were just like having fun, like learning from each other, and it was very organic.
Very.
우선 그 카라가 말하기를 우선 카라와 미키 같은 경우에는 이제 고등학교쯤 이제 듀오 형식으로 좀 활동을 하고 있었고, 같은 시기에 로비랑 엘렉스도 고등학교 때 결성했던 이런 밴드 형식으로 활동을 하다가 다들 또 대학 가는 친구들도 있고 해서 조금 상황이 좀 애매한 상황이었는데, 두 명씩 이렇게 같은 스튜디오를 또 동시간대에 예약이 또 잘못되었던 경우가 있었대요. 근데 그때 그 스튜디오 관계자분이 근데 서로 너무 괜찮은 사람들이니까 한번 너네 서로 알면 어때? 인사하면 어때? 라고 한 게 계기가 돼서 정말 그 주부터 음악을 서로 같이 만들기 시작했다고 했고요.
네.
밴드 그 벨리라는 밴드명 같은 경우에는 1년 후에 생겼지만 음악 같은 경우에는 서로 이제 배우면서 굉장히 즉흥적으로 계속 만들어 왔다고 하네요.
근데 밴드로 보니까 전업하기 전에 파트타임으로 일도 했다고 들었는데 힘들었을 것 같아요. 이제 밴드나 가수로 뮤지션을 꿈꾸는 뭐 전 세계 사람들에게 해주고 싶은 조언이나 그런 게 있을까요? 벨리가?
So we also heard that before you guys became more of like a full-time band, some of you were working part-time in different shops and what sort. And this would have been quite tough, we would think. And do you have any tips or advice for the people out there wanting to become singers or musicians?
Oh yeah, so much. I feel like we could write a book at this point.
정말 책도 쓸 수 있을 것 같아요.
I think definitely number one is like we've always told ourselves like just don't stop. I know it's very like zoomed out, but I think a lot of people get to a point where like they're just just close enough where like things start to connect and make sense, and they just kind of give up. It's like, it's like there's a certain like level of like you can feel it when it's about to happen. You just got to push through because it is hard starting out, and you know there's so much music out there, and there's so many people. Like with the internet now, it's just like getting people's attention is so hard, and I think just sticking with it and really developing yourself and like finding something, finding a space in the world that like hasn't been filled yet, and that's really the thing nowadays because of the internet and the digital space. It's like you really just got to find your own voice and really trust your own instincts, because the one thing that you're going to succeed at always is like being yourself, and if that's something that you can present to the world that's unique and special, because you know there's a million everybody's out there, but there's only one of you. So really just like be real with yourself on who you are naturally and what you do, and own that. Don't try to be this person or this person or that person. It's like be you, because like that's always going to break through, I think, which is something we have to remind ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
Because you log onto the internet and you want to be a million different people, but it's like the thing that's going to work always is you yourself. So that's kind of one thing that we've always kind of practiced and try to practice. It's like whatever feels like Valley, that's what's always going to do the best and feel the best, because it's us.
Just got to be natural.
So cool.
If you're like if you want to be like a musician or do something in the arts or something that has like they don't teach you in school really, like something that we were always told was don't have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So like don't have something to fall, like if you have something to fall back on, you're not, like failure is an option. But if you have nothing, like we dropped out of school, we didn't have degrees, like we were just putting all the eggs in the Valley basket. So like, but it honestly, like it puts the pressure on you to make that successful, because that's all you have.
I think the other thing too is there's a million part-time jobs out there. You'll hopefully always be able to find another job if there's something that's not working for your lifestyle and your passion, and something that lets you have the ability to be creative and do what you love, but also still be able to I guess support yourself and get to where you want to be. There's a million ways to get there. So I think just having the ability to do that is also really important.
우선 롭 같은 경우에는 가장 이제 우선적으로 말을 하고 싶은 거는 절대 이제 멈추지 말라는 얘기를 하고 싶었다고 해요. 왜냐하면 이제 딱 잘 되려고 할 때쯤에, 정말 이렇게 딱 성공하려고 할 때쯤에 그 느낌이 오는데도 올 때 그때 멈추면 안 된다고 하더라고요. 이제 그때 멈추지 말고 꾸준히 끈기 있게 해야 이제 성공할 수 있다고 생각을 하고, 굉장히 이제 자기가 발전하려고 계속 노력도 해야 되고, 인터넷이 발전을 하면서 너무나 많은 뮤지션들이 있는데 그런 것들에 흔들리지 않고 정말 나다운 아티스트가 되는 것, 그리고 내가 가장 자연스럽게 잘할 수 있는 거에 초점을 맞춰서 이제 더 발전해 나가는 것이 굉장히 중요한 것 같다고. 그래서 사실 벨리 같은 경우에도 인터넷에 접속을 하거나 그러면 되게 흔들리거나 이럴 때가 많은데, 그때도 역시나 이제 가장 벨리다운 음악을 하자라는 생각을 하면서 왔다고 해요. 그리고 카라 같은 경우에는 사실 음악이나 이런 창의적인 예술 분야는 학교에서 가르쳐주지 않는 부분이 크기 때문에 정말 어떻게 보면 어떤 걸 추구를 할 때 대안을 만들지 말고, 뭐 본인들은 학교를 자퇴했던 것처럼 정말 뭔가 꿈이 있다면 거기에 올인을 하는 것도 본인이 그 꿈을 성공시키기 위한 되게 자극이 될 수 있지 않을까 싶다고 했고요. 마지막으로 알렉스 같은 경우에는 사실 뭐 성공이라는 것을 할 수 있는 방식이 너무 다양한데, 뭐 카라가 말한 방식도 있지만 뭐 알바를 본인들도 잠시 했던 것처럼 정말 그 꿈을 이루기 위해서 그 과정에 있어서 또 현실적으로 좀 서포트가 필요한 부분이 있다면 그거를 동시에 해나가는 것도 괜찮은 것 같다고 했습니다.
네, 감사합니다. 고생하셨어요. 감사합니다. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
네, 이렇게 얘기 나누다 보니까 벌써 마칠 시간인데, 벨리와 함께한 이 코너는 친친 방송 후에 MBC 라디오 너튜브 채널 봉춘 라디오에 올라가니까요, 벨리의 라이브도 다시 한번 즐겨주시고. 자, 이제 벨리 멤버들 오늘 어떠셨어요? 이제 저희 친친 청취자 여러분이랑 한국의 벨리 팬분들에게도 끝인사 부탁드려도 될까요?
So we're already heading towards the end of the show, and we just like to ask you at this point, how was the radio show today? And could you maybe say bye to all the listeners out there and all the Valley fans out there?
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, this has been such a treat. This is our first radio show ever, so thank you so much
Yes.
for
Not
having
even in
us.
Korea, just like
Yeah,
first
literally
ever.
like ever.
In
So
person.
this
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
special, and again, something we've dreamed of doing for a long time. So
Mhm.
thank you, and yeah, anyone listening out there that's in Korea or around the world, wherever you are, just thanks for listening to Valley. Thanks for letting us soundtrack, your lives. At the end of the day, we're always thinking about you when we're making music and just how these songs affect your day-to-day life, whether it's in the car, on the metro, or anywhere you are. We're just happy that we're a small part of your day. So we love you, and we can't wait to come back. We love Korea so much.
Thank you.
우선 벨리로서는 한국뿐만 아니고 전 세계에서 처음 하는 라디오 쇼래요.
네.
그래서 너무 이제 꿈꿔왔던 일이 실현된 것만 같아서 너무 감사하다고 했고, 뭐 언제나 이제 팬분들이라든지 모든 이제 청취자분들 저희 음악을 들어주셔서 감사하고, 언제나 음악 작업을 할 때 여러분을 생각하면서 작업을 하고 있기 때문에 저희 음악이 여러분의 삶의 일부가 될 수 있다는 게 너무 소중하고 감사하다고 합니다. 언제나 사랑하고 얼른 또 한국에 돌아오고 싶다.
감사합니다. Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. 그리고 내일 공연도
So
잘하시고
much.
이승민 통역가님도 정말 고생했어요. 감사해요.
감사합니다. Congrats on tomorrow's
tomorrow
show,
show.
guys,
Thank you
and
so
wish you the
much.
best of luck
We're
on
so
stage.
excited. Thank you.
야, 파이팅. 네, 그리고 저희는 벨리의 There's Still a Light in the House에 이어서 Last Birthday 두 곡 들으면서 인사 나눌게요. 벨리 오늘 정말 감사합니다. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fighting tomorrow.
You guys are so nice. Thank you.